What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today what I got for you guys, we're gonna go over the brand new update that we just got in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. The majority of the update has to do with the haunting event, but we do got some more information on some other things that I think you'll be interested in. But if you find today's video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you always stay up to date on the latest Call of Duty news and updates. Just a reminder, I did post a video yesterday going over the brand new patch notes, weapon balance changes, and everything else that you need to know in regards to that update that we got yesterday. Anyways, before we get into today's topic, a quick word from our sponsor, Messy Modding Store. It's a store that provides any and all Call of Duty services. They can even get you exclusive operators and bundles such as the Nuke operator. They also unlock all the cosmetics in a legitimate way without using unlock tools or mods. Just check out Messy Modding. The link will be down in the description. We got a brand new playlist update, and with this brand new update, it added the rest of the rewards that we have for the haunting event. So there's going to be a total of 6 new rewards that were added. We have the Snake Eye Emblem, which will cost you 15 souls. You have the From the Dead Charm, which will cost you 30. You have its Boo Time Weapon sticker, which will cost you 30. You also have the Acadia Calling Card, which will cost 60. You have a Tier Skip consumable, which is going to be for the Battle Pass, cost 90. And then you finally have the brand new Ghoulie Camo, which is going to cost you 1,000. So as we predicted, it's going to cost you 1,000. The good news is, if you haven't reached 1,000 yet, it's actually gotten easier for you to be able to do that with today's brand new playlist update. But before we get into the patch notes for that, let's talk about this brand new Ghoulie Camo. So you're going to be able to get it for 1,000 souls. Upon unlocking it, you'll automatically have it be able to put it on any weapon that you want. This will carry on forward into Modern Warfare 3, but just a disclaimer, you'll only be able to use it on MW2 weapons in MW3. So like the Striker or any of the brand new weapons that are there, you're not going to be able to equip this camo. If you guys recall a couple videos ago where we talked about how the Ghoulie Camo was nerfed, it used to glow a lot more. It had like a super bright color to it. The purple and the pink were like the majority of the color of this camo. It was also so bright to the point that you can see it shining on walls and you would stand out like a mile away. And that's not even in the dark. That's just being in a room or being in the light. That's how bright that it was. But the good news is you're still able to get that sort of color with the Ghoulie Camo, but it's actually just under different circumstances. So first off, you have this typical one. As soon as you unlock it, this is how it looks by default. If you go into the firing range, you jump into pretty much any map that isn't dark, this is what the camo will look like. But the special effect about this camo is as you get into darker locations, the green from the camo starts fading away and then the purple starts glowing. So the only glow effect that we have is the purple light, but that ends up starting to be a little bit more noticeable as you get into the darker locations of these maps. So first off, in the firing range, this is how it looked by default. This, I would call it stage 1. Then at like stage 2 is when you jump into, say, Paleo's Lighthouse, where it's a pretty much dark map, but overall you still barely see the green. It is glowing a little bit more. Then you jump into an even darker map such as Black and Gold, or maybe the nighttime variants of these Warzone maps, and then you look at it and now the green is completely gone. It's only purple light, and it looks sort of like how it did before they ended up nerfing it. So for those of you guys who prefer it to look like this, you'd probably have to play in the darker maps in order to see this glow. I think this is a good thing because we've seen some bright camos such as a flow through, and they got so bright to the point that you really can't even see anything, and you stick out like a sore thumb, making it very easy for other players to spot you and to eliminate you, which would sort of not work in your favor. So I feel like with an update like this, it makes it perfect, and this is definitely a camo that you should grind for. In my opinion, it's better than Orion camo. So for those of you guys who aren't able to get that, at least you'll be able to get this. This event has like 13 or 14 days left, so you do have a limited time to get this, but the souls are actually way easier to get than they were before the update. So with today's brand new update, Call of Duty ended up posting this. They said, we've just released an update that increases the drop rate and the match cap for souls for the remainder of the soul capture event. Now, originally, I believe it was like 12 in multiplayer. It was 16 in like lockdown, and I believe it was like 20 in Warzone. Shout out to Philip. These are now the new caps. Multiplayer is 18 souls. Then you have DMZ 25 souls. Lockdown is 25, Resurgence is 30, and Battle Royale is 30. The good news is if you play Battle Royale or say like Lockdown, you can actually back out as soon as you hit that max cap, which will make it a lot easier. You'll be able to get 100 every 4 games that you play. In my experience, it took me around like 5 minutes to do each game for Vondel. Sometimes it would take longer depending on how hard people were trying, but all you have to do is land at these hot spots, eliminate players that will drop these souls. They usually drop around 3 now after this update, and they have a higher chance of dropping them than they did previously. You can also get them from red loot boxes. If you're playing regular Warzone, you can get them from any box that isn't the blue one. All you have to do is just eliminate players. If you see anyone knock thirst them, they'll drop a bunch of souls. You just run up on them, grab them, and then as soon as you hit the max, back out and start up the match again. I'm almost certain you can get the 1,000 souls in literally 1 day of grinding. If you were to just put in the hours, you will be able to get it completely done in just 1 day. So that's some good news right there. I would definitely recommend that you do that, because next week is going to be where we're jumping into MW3 campaign. The Modern Warfare 3 hype will begin. You don't really want to worry about getting some rewards if you can get them right now before the campaign comes out, so you can grind out that campaign and play that. But other topics that we have is, according to Exclusive Ace over on Twitter, he mentioned that the update that we ended up receiving yesterday with all the weapon balance changes, how they nerfed a bunch of weapons and just changed a lot of them. They did it both across Warzone and multiplayer, but it seems like none of the weapons actually changed regardless of what they ended up saying. So the TR-76 Geist wasn't really nerfed as big as they mentioned. Lockwood still seemed to be overpowered, and he mentioned that the multiplayer changes only ended up happening in private match and they haven't gone live public yet. So we could potentially see a playlist update at some point where it's going to end up making these changes public. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like the changes are live, and none of these weapons have really been adjusted or changed. But I'm not sure if that's something you guys may have noticed. I'm still getting one-shotted by these Lockwoods, so it feels like they didn't really nerf it at all. But we'll end up seeing when Call of Duty Updates ends up posting about it. Other than that, it seems like PlayStation and Modern Warfare 3 bundles have been spotted at retailers, and it seems like the collab and the bundle that's going to be launching on November 10th, the day that MW3 releases, is not going to be featuring the regular PS5, but it's actually going to be featuring the slim design version of it. So for those of you guys who are interested in purchasing the PS5 Slim, that's what's going to be available with the Modern Warfare 3 bundle rather than the standard PS5 console. Jumping back into MW2, this is probably going to be the last update we're going to get in a while. I don't think we're going to get the Season 6 Reloaded update until around November 5th, November 6th. That's probably going to be when the next update's going to happen. Maybe they'll do more weapon balance changes then. Maybe they're going to add some new content then. We are waiting for like some sort of an intel drop, something like that later this week, to give us more confirmation and information in regards to the campaign. Because if you take a look at the Call of Duty scheduling as of right now, this week is in regards to the Haunting event, which we just ended up getting today. Then next week, we're going to be jumping into the campaign, which is going to be dropping Thursday. And then after that, we're going to be getting into Season 6 Reloaded, which apparently is set to be around Monday or Tuesday of that week. And then at the end of that week is going to be Modern Warfare 3. And obviously, once we jump into MW3, it's just going to be straight new content with the new maps, the new weapons, everything, the mastery, all that stuff that MW3 is going to involve. And then after that, we're probably not going to get any sort of update or anything going on all the way up until Season 1 of MW3, which is not going to happen until December. So this is the current scheduling that we have. And then obviously with Season 1 in December, that's going to integrate with Warzone, and all the Warzone changes are going to happen. So as of right now, this is everything to expect in terms of Call of Duty news. Next few videos are going to go over Modern Warfare 3 in the campaign. I was going to do that today, but then we ended up getting this Ghoulie Camo update. But if there's anything else you guys want to see here posted on the channel, feel free to comment it down below and let me know, and I'll make a video about it. But that's pretty much all that I got for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I try to make it my job to make sure that you never miss out on any Call of Duty news or updates. But anyways, it's been your boy Tridzo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.